guys, welcome back to this channel. On today's weekly forecast, we'll be looking at DXY, AUDUSD, EURUSD, and GBPUSD and gold. Last week we looked at 3 pairs, which includes gold, EURUSD, and GBPUSD. And here on DXY, just like we analyzed last week, you can see that what we analyzed or what we projected was what happened as of last week. This is the daily time frame, as you can see. So I did this analysis last week. You can go back and watch the previous video on our weekly forecast. You can see where I analyzed the XY to be strong, and this will in turn make the USD quote currencies to be bearish. And I took some trade on GBPUSD, gold, and EURUSD. So let's look at the weekly candle and see how it closed. Sorry, I had to adjust my chart. So we're going to go down to the weekly time frame to see how the candle closed. Okay, here in the weekly time frame, you can see that the candle was bullish after the last week candle formed a bullish hammer. So this week's candle also closed bullish, and we are expecting this new week's candle to take out this high and keep going up on DXY. So let's look at EURUSD and the rest of it. Let's see what we have there. Normally I use Pepperstone, that's where I do my analysis. Okay, here in EURUSD, the candle is also bearish, but then it wasn't so bearish. It's more like a doji sort of. As you can see, the same thing that happened in DXY happened here in EURUSD too, but in the other way around. So let's scale down. So here in daily time frame, you can see what happened. Our position is still on, and we are yet to hit TP. If you check our last week forecast, you will see where I analyzed this market and where I entered. So let's scale down to smaller time frame to see what's happening. So let's say that EURUSD has been kind of rangy, and this is our analysis, and we are looking at taking our first profits here. EURUSD is still kind of going sideways sort of, so maybe this week you'll be seeing more of the downside on EURUSD. We'll have to take our profit here first and then target more lows depending on market condition or what the market gives after coming down to this low. So that's all for EURUSD. So let's look at gold. That's the second in our list. Gold. Okay, Pepperstone. Okay, here is gold. Let's look at the weekly close. Okay, so the weekly close was so bearish. It closed very bearish, just like we predicted, and we're a massive profit in gold now, and gold is close to our TP. So here in daily time frame, that gold is doing well. We already locked the trade at BE. Gold is still coming down, and we are taking our profit here, though we are still looking at gold creating newer low somewhere here, something like this, but then we're going to take our first profit here in this low. So this is all for gold. So let's take GBPUSD. Let's look at Pepperstone. Okay, here in GBPUSD, it's kind of moving up down. I exited my position in GBPUSD because of the sideways movement, so I had to just take a small profit and run along. So maybe I might still take another entry on GBPUSD this new week. I have to remove all this so the chart will be clear. Okay, so this is the low we are targeting, but then GBP is still forming strong head, though we are seeing a kind of double top here. here in this zone. Okay, let's adjust this a bit, something like this. Maybe we can take a new position on GBPUSD. If market breaks this low, comes for a retest, something like this. From this point it comes down, then comes up this way to test this high, something like this, and then can take it down from there. So let's just see how this week will go on GBPUSD. So I'll have my position somewhere here, somewhere here. Okay, then the stop loss should be around here. So this is what I'm looking at for GBPUSD for this new week. And then we're going to look at the last pair, which is AUDUSD. Okay, AUDUSD here. Okay, I missed this entry actually when AUD came down here. Okay, let me go to a high time frame. Let me go to daily. Okay, in our daily time frame, we saw some consolidation here. I wouldn't want to make this video so long by going ahead and drawing out the resistance and the support of AUDUSD. I hope you guys can do that. So here in daily time frame, it's not too clear, so I'll have to go back to 4-hour time frame. Sorry. Okay, 4-hour time frame is clearer. Okay, after this consolidation, AUD broke out of this consolidation. Let me draw out the trend line, something like this. So this candle broke the trend line after this whole consolidation in this zone, and some people jumped in here. Some of my students posted this screenshot of entering this trade. I was so busy that day, so I wasn't actually on the chart, so I didn't take this trade. And then AUD started dropping from there till this point, and last week we saw some of this silly movement. I think this was news impact and all of that, but after everything, the market is still going to our overall direction, which is a bearish bias. So for AUDUSD, the overall target is somewhere down. Targeting 0.6000. That's the overall target. Looking from the higher time frame, like the monthly time frame, we are targeting somewhere here. This is our target from the monthly time frame, so it's still valid to maybe here in daily time frame. Sorry, but 4-hour time frame, you can still look for some sell opportunities and then follow AUDUSD down to the new low. So you can as well, draw out this low this way, something like this, though it's a minor low. So if market by next week breaks down this low, then retest, then you can as well take this trade like this, something like this, stop loss somewhere here, and then you take profit down here. So this is still a decent trade if you wish to enter, but for me, I will not take any trade on AUDUSD for now. I'll have to wait for it to come to this low, and from the reactions, then we will know what next to do. And DXY will also have to show us some reversals if we must take a buy on these pairs, because they are inversely correlated with DXY. So if DXY should get to this high, I'm coming. Okay, so if DXY should come to this high, and start showing a reversal pattern, then that means AUD, USD, EURUSD, and the rest of it will have to start buying from there, since DXY will be selling from this point. But from what I'm saying, DXY is going to take out this high and form a new high, so that will in turn both EURUSD, AUDUSD, GBPUSD, and the rest of it to create new lows. So that is all for this week's forecast. I hope you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a like, and also subscribe to our channel if you are new to this channel.